That's what most Americans think when they see these odd cuts of meat, but they aren't odd around the globe. We are ranked 135 in the consumption of organ meats. In America, they are considered awful as in horrible, but awful literally means to offal from the carcass. Anyone who has cleaned a deer or whole animal knows what I'm talking about. I'm going to prepare lamb brain, pork foot, also known as pork trotters, lamb heart, and lamb kidney. I learned from multiple French, Swiss, and Middle Eastern chefs how to prepare these delicacies. To prepare offal cuts, it takes experience and cooking technique to get the best end result. Anyone who's consumed a hot dog has consumed organ meat. Here we start with the brain. The battering process. Wet to dry. Egg batter to yam flour. That's the North African flair in it. Here's the gastrique, which is date vinegar, cardamom sugar, persimmon, and pomegranate juice. So it will be reduced by half. And gastrique in French means simply sweet and acidic. As it comes to a boil, flavors combine and reduce and thicken. Almost like a syrup. We're going to prepare black plantain fritters with persimmon, rice flour, bitter melon, white eggplant. Coming up next will be our sauteed vegetables. This gives us the Indian flair of the dish, so it's got a combination of North African with the black plantains, the vegetables Indian, brain Middle Eastern, and the sauce Middle Eastern. So different techniques here. We're going for color, texture, multiple layers of flavor. Here's the rambutan. It almost looks like a sea urchin, but it's got a delicate fruit inside. The hollow side that's going to open will be stuffed with the black plantain fritter and eaten raw. They almost have the apple-like taste. There's a seed in the middle. Definitely funky looking, but very delicious if you haven't had one. They're from Southeast Asia, and they are tree fruit. So you can see a lot of prep goes into a dish, but it's very important to have this for all kinds of components of the dish. You want to go for flavor, you want to go for looks, texture, balance, all those things, but flavor being your most important. As you can see, the brain is frying. We want to get a good brown sear, as you can see on there, getting the plantain fritters going that will be stuffed into the rambutan. I'm basting the brain in butter in the back, and we have the plating process beginning. Purple banana leaf that was braised in the gastrique at the bottom. Sauteed vegetables, kind of building a base here for texture, going for height for presentation. There's many ways you can set up a dish. A lot of chefs go just for looks and they forget about flavor, but it's very important to have every component when it comes to creating the best dish. And when you're dealing with odd cuts like brain, you want everything to go right. Coming up next, we got the pork trotter. This is a long cooking process. It takes 18 hours. I seared it on both sides and braised it in the oven overnight. We've got Cuban sweet potatoes going along with it, pomegranates, ora blanca, similar sauce. It's kaki, which is a Japanese version of the persimmon, kind of reduced again using some of the pork juices. So pork stock with a fruit base, curry leaf, fresh curry leaf going on the bottom. Some of the pomegranate arrows will be in the sauce. And then the plating process, whole hoof and all. What people don't realize is how much good, delicious meat is there in the foot. If you go to a Korean restaurant in East Lansing, the most expensive item on the menu is a pork foot at $26. Here's the kidney and the hearts. And do you still think it's awful? Some might not. Regardless, farmers are losing money by not selling these meats. I love all.